Hey guys, welcome back to another week's cracking episode. Today is going to be all about dyno tuning on this car, and I'm super excited to share with you guys. Not only is it going to be an exciting episode, but I'm also going to be doing the biggest giveaway yet that I've done on this channel. So stay tuned, let's get into this. Alrighty guys, so let's start off with the basics. Now this is a 2006 Pajero NS, which has the 3.2 diesel motor in it, the 4M41, which is an absolute awesome motor. This is probably the best 4-cylinder diesel out there. You can say 4JJ1, you can say the good old 3-litre Hilux one, but 3.2 4M41, I reckon, is the best, and the results speak for itself. Now, you've probably seen on the thumbnail, it's got a huge 61% increase in kilowatts and 87% increase in torque. Now, let me just say, this is not normal, all right? It's not supposed to be like this. Generally, with your Pajero, if your exhaust system is all good, you'll get about 30 to 40% increase in both those numbers. But the reason mine was, that high is because I actually had a problem with my exhaust. Now, it used to have a cat in there, or a catalytic converter, which was blocked. So the guys did it on the dyno, they had a good run, and then they saw, well, this thing is not pushing the numbers it's supposed to push. So yeah, that's why it was really bad. 78 kilowatts and 290 Newton meters because of a blocked cat. So yeah, today I'm basically going to tell you a few things, what mods you need to achieve the power, obviously what power I gained, and why I chose Ultimate Diesel over other tuners. So yeah, stay tuned. Let's get into the first part of what mods you need to be able to get those figures. So let's talk modifications. Now, obviously I've got the 5-row radiator, I've got the front mount intercooler setup, I've got a high flow air filter. Not sure if that made a big difference, but maybe it did. And then with the exhaust, as I just said, it had a big cat in there, but it was blocked. So I've chopped that off, put a high flow cat in, and then at the back it used to have a big muffler, and now it's just got a hot dog or a resonator on there just to keep the draw down basically. So obviously that's going to make for a lot more flow. Now a lot of people will probably say, yeah, to get big power you need a 3-inch exhaust. In my case, that's definitely not the case. You can still get huge power throughout the original exhaust. Just make sure nothing is blocked. So check your mufflers, check your catalytic converters. If you've got a DPF, make sure to check out the DPF. If you've got a DPF in your car, it's probably not going to make a huge difference. So if you don't want to touch it, just leave it, and yeah, keep it legal. So yeah, let's get into the reason why I chose Ultimate Diesel. Alrighty, so why did I choose Ultimate Diesel? Now, as a normal guy, I would probably just recommend a few things. First of all, get quotes from multiple tuners. Now, I probably reached out to 10 tuners or so just to get a price, to see what they reckon about my car, if they are comfortable with it, have they done a lot of Pajeros before, is it the first time they're going to play with Pajero, those sort of things. And then I also went onto Facebook and I asked people about these businesses. So I asked, for those of you that have gone for Ultimate Diesel, what is your experience like? Did you have a good experience? How's the customer service? Have you had any problems with your car? And I can 100% say people are very happy with Ultimate Diesel. The people that have got their cars tuned there haven't had any trouble so far, which is pretty good. Now, if you want to choose Ultimate Diesel as well, make sure your car doesn't have over 200,000 kilometers. And if it does, make sure it's got new injectors in there, and also, make sure your car is properly maintained. Because when I reached out to Ultimate Diesel, they did ask me if the injectors has been replaced, and luckily it has been at 180,000. It's now got a 250,000 kilometers on there, so it's still going good. It doesn't blow any smoke. So yeah, make sure your car is maintained, and then they'll be happy to help you. They just don't want to touch a car that hasn't been maintained for obvious reasons, something to go wrong. And then speaking of injectors, it's got the original injectors in there, just a replacement, and also the genuine turbo. Now, I did mention in my previous episodes that I'm gonna do a turbo upgrade, and after talking to Ultimate Diesel, they said don't bother. Just because it's a bigger turbo, they're not gonna run higher boost, they're gonna run the same boost with the tune, and because it's a genuine turbo, it's very good. Like the guys there, especially Matt, he told me he had a Trident with the same engine and he ran 23 pounds boots and it just kept on going. The turbos are really good on these Pajeros, so I wouldn't recommend getting a turbo upgrade. I would just stick with the normal turbo because one, it's reliable, and two, it's gonna handle the boost just fine. So yeah, that's my take on this. Now with Ultimate Diesel, so yeah, basically the people came back and said, yep, they had good experience for Ultimate Diesel, so I went there myself, and here's the reason why I chose them. Not only were they affordable, they charged me $1,290 for my tune. I got that on sale, where was it, the Red Lift show, caravanning show. So make sure if you want to dyno your car, wait till there's some sort of show on, and then usually they will probably run sales. Because normally I think it's $1,500. I've got quotes up to over $2,000, and that was just insane. Obviously, being budget 4x4 life, you still want to be able to dyno tune your car, but you want to do it through someone that will take care of you and, you know, have good customer service, and also don't rip you off, because yeah, just autos, they're a bit expensive. But anyway, personally myself, my car had some troubles. All right, so I got it in on the Friday and I ended up getting my car back on Monday. First of all, the intercooler hoses that I've done was not good enough. It's very thin, so when the car was running higher boost, the boost literally just ripped through the silicone. So if you're doing the front mount intercooler setup, make sure you have proper silicone like this, which can handle that boost for you, and then you would be able to go and, you know, be reliable wherever you are and not have hoses popping off. Eventually I am going to, you know, create a new setup on this cold side, just to make sure the boost runs more effectively to the intake, and just to make sure everything's reliable, because at the moment it's got too many turns in my personal opinion. But yeah, you guys are here to see what numbers I pushed, so let's get into it. Alrighty, let's get into the nitty gritty stuff. Got my folder here from Ultimate Diesel, which is pretty cool. They've got a lot of information to give you. Now, this is my sheet, my cheeky dyno sheet. Alright guys, so the car went from 78 kilowatts in standard form to 126 kilowatts at the wheels, which is crazy. That's a 61% increase, which is awesome. And then the torque. So you obviously get different tunes. Now I went for a towing tune because I'm going to tow the trailer around, and I also wanted a tune that will, you know, give me better fuel economy. So having that high torque from around 1500 RPMs is just going to, you know, make sure the fuel economy goes down very quick. All right, so torque figures. It went from 290 Newton meters to a whopping 545 Newton meters. So that's very good, guys. That's an 87% increase in torque. Now, as I probably said, it's not normal for Pajeros to, you know, increase over 60 and 80%. It's normally 30 to 40% or thereabouts. But because I had the blocked cat and, you know, boost leaks and all those sort of things with the pipes, I had this low number basically. So yeah guys, there's the sheet. So I'll put it up on the screen. There you go. And as you can see on the sheet, look at the curve. It's just, it smooths out so evenly. Like I've got max torque at 1500 RPMs, and then normally I change between, you know, 2 and 3000 RPM, which is still over 400 Newton meters. So between 1500 and 3000 RPM, I still got over 400 Newton meters at the wheels. So that's very good. That's, yeah, it makes a big difference. Like this thing pulls extremely good. And obviously if you can see the kilowatts as well, as you go quicker, the car just, you know, goes quicker as well. And yeah, what makes this difference to other tuners as well, like some tuners, they tune it to go up and then it just suddenly drops, like it just drops. And as you can see with this one, it just goes nice and even, smooths out the curve. So that to me is a proper tune. So well done, Ultimate Diesel. And then down the bottom as well, you can obviously see there were 29 runs done. So yeah, that's a lot of runs. So the guys absolutely made sure I'm going to be happy with the result and just be happy, like everything needs to work. Obviously you can push your car for more numbers. I wouldn't recommend that. At the moment it went from 105 horsepower to 175 horsepower. 175 horsepower on a 2-door Pajero is more than enough. As soon as you go over 200 horsepower, in my opinion, that's where you're going to start, you know, looking for troubles. This case, that's exactly what I wanted, between 500 and 600 Newton meters, and it just happened to be dead on in the middle at 545. So yeah, I'm very happy. That just shows the good job Ultimate Diesel does. They will look at your car and then they will, you know, work on it, make sure everything works. And once again, look at that curve. Everything just smooths out. There's no stupid sudden drops or anything. So the car will, you know, behave very, very good. So I'm very happy. This thing is going to tow like a rocket. So yes, very keen. In terms of fuel economy, I haven't had a chance to test that out yet, but I'm going on a trip soon to Double Island. That's going to be about 2.5 hour drive. So I'm very keen to see that it's going to run below 10 liters per 100. At the moment, when I do like a 20-minute trip down the highway, it drops very quick. So I've had it on 10, like after 20 minutes, and then I obviously had to stop and I was like, oh damn. But yeah, so I'm very confident it's going to be below 10 liters per 100. Which in today's case, where the diesel and petrol is very expensive, can't complain there. So yeah, you're gonna invest in something that gives you more power, and over time you're gonna spend less on fuel. So the tune basically pays for itself then. So yeah, that's pretty good. All right guys, so the moment you've been waiting for, I'm doing a massive giveaway. So I received some vouchers from Ultimate Diesel. Now that is $300 worth of vouchers. So after this video, if you decide to go with Ultimate Diesel, want to check them out, you can stand a chance to win a $100 voucher to add to your tune, which is pretty good. So all you got to do is 3 things, all right? So subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment down below why would you like a voucher to add to your car to get some work done for a tune. Yeah guys, as simple as that. You can win $300, like that is pretty insane. There's only going to be 1 winner, or should there be 3 winners getting $100 each? I don't know. I feel like I want to go 300 all out and send this whole thing to 1 person. I'm going to post it to you as well. So yeah, you'll be able to have $300 to add to your work that the boys will do at Ultimate Diesel. So yeah guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel though. Don't just comment down below and like the video, make sure you subscribe, because if you're not subscribed, I need to choose someone else. So yeah, happy days, let's go for it. Another thing I'll just like to add is some of you might ask me, now did the mods make that you get that high power? Like, do I need to do a front mount intercooler as well? Do I need to get the, you know, big radiator? Absolutely not. I've seen original standard form Pajeros reaching the same number because ultimately these modifications doesn't add horsepower to the car, all right? So the radiator is basically just to get more cooling, like figures out of the car, basically, you know, instead of running at 90-degree coolant, I'm running at 80-degree coolant. That's basically what the radiator does. And then same thing for the front mount intercooler. That's not going to give you more power, maybe a tiny bit, but it's not going to, you know, put the front mount in and you have whoa, heaps of power. That's not how it works. I just put that in to get better intake numbers. So like I said in my previous video, if you haven't watched that, just check it out here. I had, you know, high numbers, and then after putting the front mount intercooler in there, it's running you know, lower intake numbers. So that's all it is. Front mount and radiator is all about temperatures for me. It's not about adding horsepower to the car. So absolutely you don't have to do that to get the same numbers. So yeah, if you've got a factory Pajero, no worries, take it to Ultimate Diesel. I guarantee you'll probably get the same numbers. or even higher. I've seen higher, so there you go. Awesome guys, well there you have it. That's the reason why I went with Ultimate Diesel. I'm extremely happy, and as I explained to you guys, they will look after you, and I'm more than confident that if you have any problems you can just go back and they will have a look over it and make sure everything is hunky-dory. So yeah guys, thanks so much for joining in. Let me know in the comments below if you want to grab a voucher to add to your basket, I would say. Which is pretty exciting. And also let me know, do you reckon I should do a $300 giveaway or $100 each? $100 each is probably better for more people. But yeah guys, make sure to comment down below to stand a chance to win it all. Thanks for watching guys. If you have any questions, let me down in the comments and I'll be happy to answer all the questions you might have. Alright, see you guys. Have a good one. Peace out.